4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a here I go to the next episode. Ain't no neon this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah, the mother ride or die for money, strictly for money. Survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm indeed cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right there's on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again. Hey.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Richmond. Tiger.
Out of the gun, Watson. And able to find Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football. Watson on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. From From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big. He's got him in. Complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Watson now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 59 yards. First foray into the red zone for Miami. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. It's second and goal back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On third and goal, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A huge play there for Houston. 56 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a handoff working right. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A.J. Green with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 61 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And his kick is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 50, it's Watson. Green's got it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Matthews the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 36 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through, And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's...
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Jakeem Grant now to return. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 down. Set. Black 80.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Roethlisberger, it's caught, Stills, right side. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right?
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Von Miller with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Takes both of them.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, now this from 43. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
Hey, man,
and I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
That's why I've been practicing just for you.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Oh, fuck, no.
Here's one that's intercepted.
You got me right there. You got me.
It's picked, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
But you got me on the last 2 plays, though, when you throw that big deep.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense,
come on, man.
that's part of
Losing
your
with running,
job,
too.
finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, let's go get it now, all right?
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Whitney Merciless
I'm glad you
in
did
there to
too,
get
man.
him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
I'm really glad you didn't.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16.
Set! Blue 30. What's up? 59, what's up? 59.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield.
Bro, how you?
And he couldn't
I was
hang
about
on
to say.
to it through the contact. Incomplete.
What's that fucking?
Well, that certainly
I
looked
was
like
out of
something that they
fucking
discussed
catch that.
all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And it's taken in at the 9. Oh, eluding the tackle.
Oh, come on, man. If I would
It's a
have got through there.
45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
You know
The
you would have been
Texans
sick if I
offense
would
now,
have
they
got
get
it.
set to head back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's
Come on,
face it, all
man.
our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Come back, come back.
Yes, I do.
Off of play action, it's Watson.
Oh, come on,
For
man.
Green, and it's intercepted.
Nigga waiting right there,
Picked
bro.
up
This
by the
nigga ain't trying to
linebacker
get up and
right
get it,
behind
man.
Millen. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
I use him.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Take 2 of them.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. So
There you
he
go.
took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Get the fuck out
There
of
he
here,
goes
man.
left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Like, my whole team wasn't even.
A great
I don't know,
effort
bro.
there.
Like, my whole team ain't
Touchdown
even
number 2
on
in the
that shit.
game, and now 11 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
Look at that. I tried to jump up with that nigga. Huh?
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to
but
get
I tried to jump up with that nigga. And look, see what happened.
So now he's equal his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken on the 25. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes the Texans now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Richmond.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Come back.
To the air yet again. Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
I'm going for it, man. Hell yeah, bro. That's some bullshit. This nigga swat that bitch.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come back.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
No!
It's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come
I'm
up
a dumbass,
empty here
bro.
on 4th. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
That's what I should have did.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Reset.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that's tough duty for a strong safety because truly he's a hybrid-type player. A pass defender, which makes him more of a defensive back, but really his tackling ability is like a linebacker. So they don't mind coming up and taking those guys on, but that's a tough task there, taking on the big fella.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, you know we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
They go play action here on 1st down. So
oh
they
my
took
God,
a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
He's going to let this one go deep.
There you go.
And this is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
If only if I would have
Extra
kicked
point
that
up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
66.
Now it's Roethlisberger. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jack 16. Snickers 66.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger.
There you go.
He can't get a throw away.
There you go.
He's taken
Good
down.
shit.
And now the Texans
Good
want to call
shit.
another timeout
Ooh.
as they get it with under a minute to go now
Yes.
in the football game. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been
I know,
terrific
bro.
so far.
I know. I just had to risk that.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll look to set up his blockers.
Yo, oh
Good
my
blocking
God.
there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll look to throw. But he hits his man, Matthews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Richmond.
He's back to throw. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. To this one. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure we...
Push it over.
Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost all the shine.
God damn it. I missed the field goal and hit the goalpost.